and today I'm going to talk about why I decided to move to another city alone. Hey everyone, it's me Vivian, back with another video. So I was excited. It was my senior year in high school, finally, the last year of high school. So I was already making plans of what I wanted to do and what city I wanted to move to. I know I didn't want to stay in the small town and do the same things over and over again. I wanted to start fresh. So I started to look and see what kind of programs were out there for me. I wanted to take a year off high school and do something different. So a teacher told me, well, there's this program and it can help you learn skills like technology that's going to help people with low vision or mobility, getting around the city and learning new ways of doing things. So I said, well, yeah, sure, why not? If I'm able to leave my house, I'll just take it. Even though that I already knew how to do some of those things, I still wanted to leave. So I started filling out the paperwork. I didn't even tell my parents. I was already 18, so I didn't need their signature. About a month before I left, I said, I didn't even know how to bring it up. So I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm leaving. And they were like, what? Where are you going? And I said, oh, there's this program out there that's going to help me with skills, technology, getting around places. And they said, well, okay then, if it's going to help you, it's going to serve you in some way, okay. So then we started to go pack and get everything together. And we're going over there. My mom's taking pictures of the bridges. And we finally get there, the Bay Area, well, East Bay. Apartments. And they seem pretty gated, pretty safe. But, you know, everyone has people congregate, whatever. People hanging out outside. And they're all smoking or doing stuff. And my dad's like, well, this place doesn't seem safe. And then I started to feel scared because I wasn't sure. Because before we got there, the lady was like, do you want to tour the place? But I didn't feel like we had time to tour the place. So I said, no, I think it's okay. I'll just move in. She gave me my roommate's email just so I could email her. So we go there and get there. My roommate's not there. Apparently she's going to come a week later. We're unpacking. And my dad later on was like, well, you know what, it's about time, we're about to have to go back. And I was like, oh my gosh. And he's like, well, do you want, this is your last call, we can pack everything back and you could go back home with us. And I was like, well, everyone, in my head I was like, everyone already expects that I'm just gonna stay here, so I think I'm just gonna stay. And I said, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay here. So I did. I stayed. It was a very lonely week. I didn't know anybody. I was in the apartment by myself. I was going crazy in the apartment. I was walking around, pacing back and forth, didn't know what to do, didn't know anybody. So this neighbor comes and knocks on my door. And she says, hey, you want to hang out? So we started hanging out, and that's the person I started hanging out first. And it was cool because I started to know people. And then I started to go out more, going to more food places like taquerias, and it was pretty nice. I started to feel more comfortable, and I started to learn how to use the buses there, which they're pretty cool. They run every 15 minutes. And the BART, which is Bay Area Rapid Transit. It helps you get anywhere, wherever you want to go in the Bay Area. And I like that place because if you don't have a car, you can get anywhere you want to go. And then I started to know more about different foods. For instance, I didn't know what Thai food was, Indian food. I didn't know what Filipino food was. I started to taste those types of food. And in the end, my favorite food started to be Thai food and Indian food. Compared to the small town where I used to live, the only foods I ever knew was fast food, Mexican food, American food, and Chinese food. And I think those are the foods that everyone really knows about. And I started to feel more free as I was living by myself, alone. No one was there to tell me what to do. I didn't have a curfew. I could go wherever I wanted. I could throw parties in my house if I wanted, and it was fun. And I was only 19, so I always did get my bills paid. I paid my bills on time, paid my rent on time. I had fun. I did what I had to do. So in the end, I decided to stay in the Bay Area for a couple years. I found roommates and we moved to Berkeley, and we got this apartment, and I went to Berkeley City College, and it was a great experience. We had a lot of restaurants near the college, a lot of good food, coffee shops that I would hang out at before my classes started. It was just great. I feel like this was a great experience because now I'm not scared to move to anywhere else. Like, I'm not scared to move to any other cities. Now I moved to Sacramento, had to learn everything all over again, the streets, the bus system, where everything is. It's fun learning some place new and knowing what is out there. And I think after I'm done with Sacramento, I want to move to LA and see how good the transportation system, the food is compared to the Bay Area. I love the Bay because it's so liberal. People are free to do whatever they want. But I still love the hot weather, and the Bay doesn't get as hot as LA. So I want to go check LA out and see what it has to offer. So if you're about to go out of high school and are scared to move out of your town and are scared to go somewhere new, I encourage you to try it out, give it a go out there and explore new places. I know there's people that will say, well, I love where I live and my family's here and I don't feel like there's any other place for me. Well, there's a whole world out there for you to explore. One little spot, one little town. You don't know if it's the best town because that's all you know. That's the only place you've ever lived. It's just fun getting to meet people from different cultures. Like where I used to live, my friends were mostly Mexican and Mexican. But then I moved to the Bay and I had Indian friends, I had Chinese friends and Filipino friends, and all from different ethnicities and cultures, and I really got to learn a lot from them, and it was so much fun. And I never regret moving out and just exploring this new place. As a person, you grow and your views of life grow and they expand, and there's just a community for everyone. I feel like if you ever want to move out or scared to move by yourself, I think you need to find a community that is going to help you feel comfortable. For instance, me, there was the blind community and there was so many people, and I never seen so many blind people going to different places on their own, on the bus, anywhere. They're just like, they were everywhere, and that made me feel more comfortable and confident, and I could talk to anybody. I feel like having a community is key, whatever it is. And if you do decide to go, don't overthink, because overthinking is just gonna make you scared and it's gonna make you panic and you're gonna be anxious and you're not even gonna go anywhere. So don't overthink it, but just think about where you're gonna stay and if you have the money to do it.